All right, we are now live and on the record for Tuesday morning's criminal docket, May 10th, 2022. And let's go ahead and get started. Mr. Trejo, what do you have, sir?
Good morning, Judge. I have number 61 and number 62 on your docket. State of Texas versus Eric Perez, CR 20-11408I and CR 21-05948I. He's present in my office, Your Honor. He's right here, Judge.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, my client has been approved for the drug court program. He's attended observation. I have paperwork. We're signing today, and then we'll send that over to the DA's office and call County Court 8 for a transfer.
Okay, perfect. Mr. Lozano, do you know how long those transfers are taking?
No, Your Honor, I wouldn't.
Okay. Ms. Rivera, by any chance?
It's just as simple as preparing the court preparing the order of transfer, and I'll send it over to court 8, Your Honor.
Okay, let me go ahead and just set a tickler for May the 27th to make sure that it has already been signed by then.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Trejo, anything else?
Nothing further, Judge. May I be excused?
Yes, best of luck to him on the program.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
All right, you too. Mr. Contreras, what do you have, sir?
Your Honor, good morning. I got a slew of cases before you, Your Honor. The first one being number 13. Number 13 on your docket, Your Honor. Joel Ayala, he is present.
All right, CR 21-12506-I, Joel Ayala. Mr. Ayala, will you please announce yourself? Joel Ayala? Do you see him on any of the screens, Mr. Contreras?
He might be in the waiting room, Your Honor, but I know he's logged on because he texted me. There he is. Joel, can you wave? Joel Ayala?
Okay, well, he's under Banuelos.
Okay.
Is he?
No,
Mr.
that's a different one, Judge. Joel Banuelos is a different
Okay.
individual.
Well,
But
I
Joel
need
Ayala
Joel-
he did zoom in, Judge. He is, I can attest
Okay,
to
well,
that.
I don't have anybody in the waiting room, so Joel Ayala, announce yourself. Joel Ayala. All right, go on to your next case because he's not answering.
Number 14, which is Joel Banuelos, the gentleman that spoke out right now. Mr. Banuelos, Your Honor.
Okay, CR 2109, hold on.
Joel Ayala. Okay,
Oh, yeah,
there he is, Judge.
I'm sorry, Honor. I had it on mute. I was trying to talk, but you couldn't hear me. I think I had it on mute.
Okay, let me recall CR 21-12506-I. What's your announcement on that?
Your Honor, we're waiting for a felony to come in, Your Honor, so we can work both cases together. So I'm asking for at least 4 more weeks on this, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, are you still showing that at intake?
No, Your Honor, there's no felony pending at this time. What happened was the felony was transferred to a misdemeanor or was busted down to a misdemeanor deadly conduct.
Perfect.
Okay,
Then.
do we have a case number on that?
It's a case number that is before the court, Your Honor, I believe.
This
That's
one is
even better.
unlawful. This one is unlawful carrying a weapon. The one that I have for him today. Mr. Lozano, is there a case number assigned to it?
Are we speaking about Banuelos or Ayala, Your Honor?
No, Ayala.
No, we went
Ayala.
back to Joel Ayala.
Okay, 1 second, Your Honor.
Judge, there's no new case number reflecting on Odyssey for Mr. Ayala.
Your Honor, for Mr. Ayala, there is a felony at intake. It's a possession of controlled substance, felony 3.
Just asking
Okay,
for
so
4
it's
weeks
still
of
at
this.
intake.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Then we'll go ahead and have him come back on August the 16th at 9:30 and see if it's been assigned by that point.
That would be in person. Is that correct, Your Honor?
At this time, it would be via Zoom.
Okay, no problem, Judge. Yes. The next case that I got, Mr. Ayala, can you be excused, Your Honor?
Yes, Mr. Ayala is excused.
Thank you so much, Judge. Number 14 on your docket, Your Honor. Joel Banuelos, that is the one that was from a felony, it came down to a deadly conduct misdemeanor, Your Honor.
Okay,
This
CR
one-
21-09178-I. And what is the announcement?
Your Honor, I just need more time so I can speak to the prosecutor, 3 weeks if possible, Your Honor, so I can come back and maybe plea him out on this case, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, any additional announcement?
No, Your Honor, nothing from the state.
Okay, is this gentleman PTD eligible?
Yes, Your Honor, he is.
Okay, Mr. Contreras, just so you know, he is PTD eligible.
Can I get more time then? In light of
Well,
that?
yes, I'll give him, as long as he's going to apply for the program, I'll give you a longer period. If
Thank
he's
you,
not
sir.
going to apply and he's going to plea or we're gonna do something else, then I'm gonna give him a shorter date.
No, he will apply, Your Honor. Yes.
Okay, if he's going to apply, then I'll give you the same date of August 16th, and I need him to apply as soon as possible.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Okay, anything else on Mr. Banuelos?
Number- Nothing else, Mr. Banuelos be excused, Your Honor.
Yes, he is excused.
Thank you so much, Judge. Number 15, Abel Barroso.
CR 21-00456-I. Abel Barroso, is Mr. Barroso present?
He is.
Yes,
Your Honor.
ma'am, I'm right here.
He is present.
All right, go ahead. What's the announcement?
Your Honor, I don't know whether he's PTD eligible. I didn't look at his background yet, but maybe Mr. Lozano can give me some light on that, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor, he is PTD eligible.
So it'll be the same. Will he be applying for the program?
He will apply so we can get him on that program, and hopefully we can get this case dismissed. Mr. Barroso.
Okay, so it'll be August the 16th at 9:30, but I do need that application in as soon as possible.
I'll let him know to come into the office if possible today, Mr. Barroso, if you can come into the office.
All right, so sounds good,
Mr.
boss.
Barroso be excused.
Ms. Soto, does he have a device? Do you know?
He does, Your
Yes,
Honor?
Judge.
He does
Yes,
have the
yes,
right.
yes, Judge, yes, device to safeguard no violations.
Okay. And the mobile device was assigned to him by the magistrate or myself?
I think it was Safe Track or
No, I understand that, but I'm
Oh.
just, who told you to get it? The municipal court judge or the JP?
It was a lower court judge, Your Honor, that
Okay.
ordered the device.
Was there an accident in this case?
yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you for your honesty.
You're welcome.
All right, Mr. Barroso, what's your phone number?
It's 956-376-3977.
Okay, since there was an accident and he's PTD eligible, make sure that you have all the information that you may need with respect to any possible restitution, if his insurance paid anything or anything like that, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. All
I'll see
right,
you
Mr.
this evening,
Barroso,
Can you-
Mr. Barroso, then go ahead
you
and
be
contact
excused?
your attorneys. Go ahead and contact your attorney's office. Make sure that you get with them because you have to apply for that program as soon as possible. And I will have you come back on August 16th at 9:30, sir.
Okay, thank you.
All right, have a good day. All right, your
Likewise.
next case,
Number 17, Your Honor, Cassandra Camacho.
CR 20-02917-I, Cassandra, Cassandra Camacho. Ms. Camacho, are you present?
She
Yes,
is
ma'am.
present, Your Honor.
Okay, go ahead.
Your Honor, she completed the certificate of drug class, Your Honor. My understanding that we have an agreement, there's a possible expedited PTD on this matter, so long as she completed the classes. She completed it. She just finished. She's got the certificate of completion. I need to fax it or send it to email to Mr. Lozano. So just asking for a short reset so we can take care of this possession of marijuana case within this month or early June, Your Honor, if possible.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, can you, any additional announcement?
Your Honor, an ADR is not being offered at this time. I'll go ahead and reach out to Mr. Contreras to clarify this matter.
Well, we spoke in court, but that's okay, Mr. Lozano. I'll call you and I can refresh your memory. But I'll talk to Mr. Lozano. We can get a short reset, Your Honor, maybe the second week of June, if possible, Your Honor, on this case.
Okay,
Or whatever dates you have, Your Honor.
let me,
Your Honor, would this be for a status or a plea?
well, it looks like it'll be for a status.
Judge, we do have 6 slots available for June the 21st.
Okay, let's do it June the 21st, but yeah, at 9:30, that's fine.
Thank you so much, Judge. Ms. Camacho, be excused, Your Honor.
Yes, she's excused. Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
so much.
Thank you.
I got number number 24, number 26, Your Honor. Next case.
CR 2108-911-I and CR 2108-909-I and CR 2108-910-I. Daniel Perry Dornbush, Dornbusch. Is he present?
He should be present on Zoom, Your Honor.
Mr. Dornbush, are you present? Okay, I don't have anybody on by that name. And I don't know what your client obviously looks like, so.
Can you recall this case, Your Honor? I'll get hold of him if he's not.
Yes.
Should be on, but I'll let him know he needs to log in, or I don't know where he's at, but can you recall it, Your Honor?
Yes, I'll recall it. Just let me know when.
Thank you, Judge. There's number 50, number 51 is the next case, 50 and 51.
CR 2108-693-I and CR 2108-694-I. Braxton, Braxton, Leal Jr. Mr. Leal, are you present? Braxton Leal. Okay, I have nobody answering by that name.
Your Honor, on this case, he's got some felony pendings out of the 139th District Court, but can you recall this case as well? But again, my announcement is he's got 139th District Court cases pending, Your Honor.
Okay.
But I'll get a hold of him right now. Your Honor. And then the next one is number 53, Your Honor. Eduardo Marroquin, 53.
Okay, CR 21-10200-I.
We submitted the PTD on this case, Your Honor, March 7th. For the record, Jessica Contreras for Mr. Marroquin.
Okay, is Eduardo Marroquin present?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm present.
Okay, thank you. Okay, go ahead.
You submitted the PTD, Your Honor, March 7th on Mr. Marroquin,
Okay,
which is
and
waiting.
well, that'll be a while before it'll get looked at. So is everything complete, Mr. Lozano? Can you check?
Yes, Your Honor, he was approved. He's already made payment. The PTD paperwork was sent out on May 6th, 2022.
So he's
I just need to sign.
he's
him
ready
up,
for placement?
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct. We just need the paperwork from Mr.
Okay.
Contreras.
Mr. Contreras, they just need the paperwork and we can have him placed.
No problem, Judge. Can we come back early next week, Your Honor?
If it's next week, I can have you come back on the 19th,
Yes, Your Honor.
May 19th at 1:30, and that will be in person.
Yes, Your Honor. No problem.
Okay, Mr. Marroquin, you'll come back on May 19th at 1:30 for placement on the PTD program, and that'll be in person, sir.
Yes, that's great. Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you so much.
All right.
Mr. Marroquin, be excused, Your Honor.
Yes, he may.
Thank you. Judge, I got number 65 on your docket, Your Honor.
Okay, let me see. CR 2008-566-I, Luis Martin Ramirez. Mr. Ramirez, are you present?
He's in federal custody, Your Honor, out of Corpus Christi, Texas. But this is a case where the alleged victim filed an affidavit of non-prosecution. We're about to dismiss this case, and then he was placed into federal custody, Your Honor. The alleged victim has spoken to the DA's office, Your Honor, and again signed an affidavit of non-prosecution. So I would wish to take care of this, even though he's in federal custody. If they're going to dismiss the case, that is the state of Texas. We can take care of it today or whatever day they want, Your Honor. But the alleged victim, which is a wife, has signed those affidavits, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, do you have any notes of that effect?
No, Your Honor, I don't have any notes indicating that he's in federal custody. Right now, we're just missing the anger management for dismissal, but if Mr. Contreras could provide proof that he is in federal custody, then we can go ahead and file the dismissal.
Okay. How much time do you need to do that? Mr. Contreras, how much time do you
I
need
can
to?
talk to the federal defender and probably get the documentation this week, Your Honor. So maybe early next, we can come back next week if possible, Your Honor. I can present that
No,
documentation.
it's not gonna be, since it'll be an administrative dismissal, it wouldn't be necessary for you to come
Okay.
back.
Even
I'm just
better.
gonna set a tickler for May the 27th for the dismissal to see if it's, if you submitted everything for that.
Great. I'll do that, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay.
Got one last
Anything
case, Your Honor,
Uh-huh.
and that is number 82 on your docket.
Okay, I have CR 20-06923-I, CR 17-00368-I, Isabel Theis, Theis. Is she present?
Should be present, Your Honor.
Isabel Theis?
Your Honor, she's
Yeah.
got a.
I
Sorry.
have no one responding.
Can you recall this case as well, Your Honor? But she does have a felony out of the 370 that we're dealing with, Your Honor.
Okay.
Again, but let me recall this individuals and I'll be back, Your Honor. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Just let me know.
Excuse, Your Honor.
Yes.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Hernandez, Eloy Hernandez, since you're there, which one is yours, sir?
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning. I apologize. I was here
It's okay.
at in-person hearings. I have 3 clients, Your Honor. First one is number 21, 22, and 23, Matthew Chavez.
Okay, one moment. CR 20-07769-I, CR 20-07768-I, and CR 20-07767-I. Matthew Angel Chavez, is Mr. Chavez present?
I'm here, Your Honor.
Okay, and what's the announcement, Counselor?
Yes, Your Honor. We submitted his PTD application on April 27th, and it's currently pending review. So we're respectfully asking the court for some additional time, but it has been submitted.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, are you showing anything else?
No, Your Honor, that is correct. The PTD application has been submitted and is under review.
Okay. All right. What's the date that it was submitted? I'm sorry, Mr. Hernandez, do you have that?
It was submitted on April 27th, Your Honor, with my notes.
Okay. All
That's
right,
correct, Your
then-
Honor.
then it's gonna take a little bit of time, so we'll come back on August the 2nd at 9:30 to see if it's already been approved. So it's August 2nd at 9:30, and at this time, that will be via Zoom.
Okay.
Mr.
Okay,
Jorge, excuse me, Judge, I'm sorry.
go ahead.
Mr. Jorge Salazar. You need to sit up and wake up, sir. Turn your camera off, please.
My camera is on, sir, I thought.
All right, sir. Well, if you're gonna be falling asleep on the camera, you need to shut it off.
Okay, well, I'm just laying back, sir. I'm not asleep,
You
sir.
need to
I'm
sit up
sorry.
straight while you're in court, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so then Mr. Chavez is excused if he hasn't already gotten off. Your next case?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. The next case, Your Honor, is number 31 and 32 on your docket. Faustino Garcia III.
All right, CR 20-05765-I, CR 21-08149-I. Faustino Garcia III, I did see someone come in by that name. Mr. Garcia?
Yes, I'm here, Your Honor.
Okay.
Your Honor, with Mr. Garcia, we did submit his application. We were advised by Ms. Banda that it was denied, Your Honor. Your Honor, the alleged victim on the assault case is his mother. She advised us that she was going to be going to the DA's office to execute an affidavit of non-prosecution. I don't believe she's done that yet, Your Honor. Obviously, that's what she advised us that she's going to. I don't know if that may help perhaps resolve.
She told me that I was blacked out and that I had like pushed her out the way. something.
Sir, do not talk, okay? Because if not, I'm gonna hold anything that you say against you. So that's just, that's the statute. So don't talk unless your attorney says you can talk, okay? All right, go ahead, Mr. Hernandez.
Yes, Your Honor, I apologize. And Your Honor, if that it does in fact get filled out with the DA's office, perhaps we might ask for a reconsideration of a PTD on his DWI case, Your Honor, if that may help resolve the assault. So we wanted to ask the court for some additional time so we can see if the ANP does get submitted, and then we can ask for possible reconsideration.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, do you have any announcement on this case?
No, Your Honor, I don't.
So the mom has not signed the ANP then?
No, Your Honor, she hasn't.
Okay. But I do know that the probation department has an announcement on this case. So Ms. Soto?
Judge, he has his mobile device with safety check. The device was deactivated on May the 5th of 2022 due to non-payment. Device was reactivated on May the 7th, 2022 after a payment was made, and he is not testing, Judge.
No,
Okay.
Can I say something?
Well, I just want to know why you're not testing.
No. I took screenshots of it because somebody was using my card, so I had to get a new card, and I forgot that I had that card, like with the safe paying for that, So they sent me a whole new card, and that's why I reactivated it with the new card. I forgot that I had the same card that I was paying with the same one.
Yes, I know you reactivated it on May.
Yeah, and I
it said on May
started-
the 7th, but when did they have not shown any testing for you?
Yeah, I started taking screenshots of it, like when I was blowing into it, if that could help, like that I was blowing 000 and everything. But I don't, I have the screenshots and everything with me.
But why is it that it wasn't showing that you're testing? Are you having problems with the device?
I know I blow into it and it comes out that I'm 0 and everything, and it says it'll upload whenever it's connected, but it's like been connected. I don't know why it's not. I can't even look at all my history anymore either or anything like that.
Okay, so Mr. Hernandez, this isn't the first time that we've had issues with your client with respect to the device. The device, the vendor, I can only go with what the vendor is reporting to me. And what the vendor is reporting to me is that since it was reactivated, the reactivation happened on May the 7th. And since that date, he has not shown any tests. So if there's an issue with the device, he needs to take care of it, but I'm only going to give him a week to take care of it. So he needs to show up in person on May the 19th at 1:30. And whatever the issue is, it needs to get taken care of by that time. Because if not, I can only go with what the vendor says, and the vendor's showing me that he's in violation, and not in violation once, it's a violation 3 times a day from that time.
Understood.
So, okay, no, Mr. Garcia, you need to speak to your attorney about it. So if he's having issues with it, I'm giving him more than ample time to get that fixed. So he does need to be in person on May the 19th at 1:30.
Yes, Your Honor. And will that be in the County Court 4 courtroom?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Thank you, Your Honor. I apologize for that, and we will advise our client to be present in person on that day.
Okay, Mr. Garcia, you're excused.
Okay, thank you.
And what's your next case?
Yes, Your Honor, the last case I have is number 54 and 55, Maria Martinez.
CR 15-00094-I, CR 12-3959-I, Maria del Rosario Martinez. Is Ms. Martinez present? Maria del Rosario Martinez, are you present? Okay, I have no one showing up by that name.
Your Honor, would the court be willing to recall that matter so we can try to get in touch with her and have her log in?
Yes, but I know you said that you had in-person hearings, so if you'd like, you can make your part of the announcement.
Okay,
And then if she shows up, I'll go ahead and just count her present.
okay, no problem, Your Honor. With Ms. Martinez, my announcement to the court was going to be that we did email her the PTD application to have her fill it out, Your Honors. We're just waiting for her to return it back to our office so we can submit it along with the UA. So we wanted to ask the court for a short reset so we can hopefully get that filled out and submitted as soon as possible.
Okay, well, what I'm gonna do, it'll be on August the 2nd at 9:30, and it does need to get in as soon as possible so that I hope to have an answer by that date.
Understood, Your Honor.
Okay? Anything else?
No, Your Honor, and we'll try to see if we can get her to log in so the court can see that she's present.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all that I have. May I be excused?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, Mr. De Luna, what do you have, sir?
Judge, I have number 38 and 39 on the criminal docket, State of Texas versus Enrique Guajardo.
Okay, CR 21-00440-I, CR 21-00441-I, Enrique Guajardo. Is Mr. Guajardo present?
Present.
I saw him a
Okay.
little earlier.
All right, go ahead.
Your
What
Honor,
is your
if I may-
announcement?
Your Honor, if I may, I had messaged Mr. De Luna, let him know I'd be covering this case. Judge, so if I can, I do have the announcement for this one, Judge.
Okay, so if no further announcement, Mr. De Luna, your co-counsel will take over or what?
Yes, that's all, Judge.
Okay,
Thank you.
all right. Ms. De Luna, what is your announcement, ma'am?
Judge, in this case, I did receive notice that Mr. Guajardo had been denied PTD for various reasons. I got that email from Supervisor Melissa Lozano. I am going to reach out to her a little more to get more information. I believe a USB has already been turned in, so we could get the video that she's speaking of in her decision or part of her decision. Once we receive that video back, Your Honor, I'm hoping to sit down with Mr. Guajardo, review that, and then, let him know what the offer stands as of now, as she gave us a new offer in light of the video. And then hopefully we can come to some resolution at that point and at least advise the court whether we'll be going to trial or whether this is something that would be clean.
Okay, so then in other words, so for right now, it's kind of like a PTD reconsideration?
Yes, Your Honor. I don't believe that she will reconsider and change her, but at least I can get some more information from her as to what they're seeing and what the issues may be.
Okay, so what I can do you want a shorter reset for the status? So then you tell me what you'll be doing. I do have 5 more slots on June the 28th.
June the 28th would be great, Your Honor. At that point, I would have already met with Mr. Guajardo, and we should have at least some better decision as to where we're going with the case, Your Honor, or at least the decision of where we're going with the case.
Okay, no problem. Then we'll have them come back on June the 28th at 9:30, and you can let me know what you want to do at that point.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Is there any way I could ask Mr. Lozano if he sees that we've turned in a USB? I believe I'm the one that turned it in, but I'm not sure if I didn't mark his name down, so I'm not sure.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, is there anything showing in your system for that?
No, Your Honor, I don't see a USB submitted to our office.
I'll go ahead and take one over today, Your Honor. I have another 2 that I have to drop off for other cases, so I'll just go ahead and add that one.
Okay. All right. Okay, anything else?
Not on this case, Your Honor. I do have another case that I'm standing in for.
Okay, so Mr. Guajardo, then we'll see you back on June the 28th at 9:30, sir.
Perfect.
Okay, you're excused. All right, your next case, Mr. Luna?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm standing in for Victoria Muniz. I believe hers is number 30. It's Enrique Gomez.
Yes. CR 21-01323-I, Enrique Gomez. Is Mr. Gomez present?
Good morning, Your Honor. Yes, I am.
Okay, good morning, sir. Go ahead, ma'am.
Your Honor, my understanding is that the alleged victim is going to be filling out an A&P. I believe she has or is waiting for an appointment. It seems that she may actually have an appointment this week, but she will be filling out that A&P, Your Honor, and we're just asking for some more time so that she's allowed to do that, and then we can reach out to Mr. Lozano in the DA's office for some consideration.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, are you showing anything on your end?
Your Honor, that's correct. The alleged victim, Diane Diaz, is scheduled to fill out an A&P on May 11th, 2022. The state is prepared to take victim testimony. I did send the link to Ms. Diaz yesterday. If the court could call Ms. Diaz, Diane Diaz.
Okay, Mr. Damian, please call out that name.
Diane Diaz. Diane Diaz. Diane Diaz.
Hold on, Mr. Gomez. Yes, sir.
She had actually logged in, but she got kicked out. So I don't know if she actually tried to come back in afterwards.
Well, I let everybody in that was in the
Oh,
waiting.
yeah, she was in the waiting room and then she got kicked out.
Okay, well, you can have her try to do you speak to her?
Yes, yeah, well, we actually live together.
Okay, well, she can try to get back on. If not, I mean, we can make arrangements to take her testimony on another day. It's up to you all.
Judge, I would prefer to get that AMP done first. I believe that way we can clear up everything, make sure that they have the documentation necessary. Then once at that point, if we can wrap up everything together at the next setting and have the alleged victim, I didn't get her last name, I apologize.
Diaz.
Ms. Diaz, log on at that same time and let her know, you know, just to continue to stay on and to log back on if she, for whatever reason, gets kicked off.
Okay, let's go ahead and do it. I'm over the limit, but I can get her in on May the 17th at 9:30.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor. We greatly appreciate that.
Okay, so we'll see how, let her know, Mr. Gomez, May the 17th at 9:30, sir.
Yes, and it will be through Zoom, correct, Your Honor?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor. That is all I have, Your Honor. May I be excused as well as Mr. Gomez?
Yes.
Thank you. You guys have a great day and stay safe, Judge.
Thank you. You too. Okay, Mr. Alamia, I see that you're at our public computer. What do you have, sir? You're on mute. If somebody can assist him, please. I know it's a different computer. Okay, go ahead, Counselor. Which number?
Number 56, Your Honor.
CR 20-05121-I, Edith Obregon. Is Miss Obregon present?
Sí, ma'am.
Okay. And go ahead, Counselor.
Your Honor, except for status conference, I understood that the state was considering dismissing the case. My client was deported. She's in Mexico. I don't know what the status is in reference to the state's position on this case.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, do you have any update?
Yes, Your Honor, we're just missing a theft class for dismissal.
Okay, so she needs to still take the theft class?
Yes, Your Honor, she could take it online.
Yes.
And email it to the defense attorney.
Okay, so Mr. Alamia, she can do the theft class online and she can send you the certificate via email and you can send it to Mr. Lozano.
Can you interpret that in Spanish to my client, Your Honor?
Oh, yes. Ms. Castañeda, can you please let her know that she needs to take a theft class online? And once she gets the certificate, she has to send that by email to Mr. Alamia, and then they'll dismiss it.
Señora, tiene usted que tomar una clase de robo en la línea por computadora y cuando agarre su certificado se lo manda a su abogado por un email.
Ah, ok, ma. Sí.
Okay,
le voy a decir a mi abogado que me dé toda la información para tomar la clase, ma.
I'm going to ask my attorney to give me all the information so I can take the class.
Okay.
Okay. And so just go ahead and give her that info, please.
Okay, Your Honor. That's all I have. May I be excused, Your Honor?
Yes, let her know that she's excused as well.
Señora,
Oh, wait, let me give you, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and give you a new date. It's the next setting I have with room. It's August the 2nd at 9:30, but get that all in and it'll be dismissed administratively.
Okay, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
Okay, anything else?
That's all I have, Your Honor.
All right, let her know she's excused.
Ya se puede retirar, ma'am.
Okay, gracias, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, Miss Cerda, what do you have, ma'am?
Morning, Your Honor. I'm here on number 52 on your docket for Maria Irenia Leal.
Okay, that's CR 21-06743-I. Maria Leal.
I believe she's present under iPad number 2.
Okay, Maria Leal?
Yes.
All right, there she is. Okay, what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, at this time, I'm requesting some more time to get Ms. Leal into my office to go over the discovery and the offers from the state. She is PTD eligible. And so I'm just requesting a little bit more time to get that application in.
Okay. August the 2nd at 9:30, but between now and then, it does need to get in as soon as possible.
Okay, Your Honor. Thank you so much. That's all I have.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Castañeda, can you please call out Mr. Eloy Hernandez's client's name that was missing? Apparently, there is somebody on by that name. Perhaps she doesn't speak English. It was number 54 and number 55 on the docket.
María del Rosario Martínez, por favor, se anuncia. María del Rosario Martínez.
I'm right here.
Okay, so we had called your name earlier, ma'am. Perhaps you didn't hear, but you do need to contact your attorneys. Oh, wait. Yes, you do need to contact your attorney's office because they emailed you a pretrial diversion packet and they need your assistance in filling it out.
Okay, thank you for that. I apologize. I moved, so my mail never got to me because the acre that I bought has 3 addresses. So I apologize for the chaos. So then they emailed it to me and then my phone got wet, so I was never able to download it. So I apologize for that. But let me get a hold of the attorney. And I apologize for the tardiness. I was trying to coordinate everything via telephone when I was trying to log on. So I apologize for that.
Okay, so then you'll return back on via Zoom on August the 2nd at 9:30, but you do have to get everything in way before that time period.
August 2nd. Okay, at what time again, ma'am?
9:30.
Thank you so much, and thank you for your patience. I apologize once again.
Okay, you're welcome. You have a good day. You're excused.
You too, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Garcia, Attorney Carlos Garcia, what do you have, sir?
Yes, Judge, this is number 80 on the court's docket.
Okay. CR 21-05934-I, Vianey, Vianey Salazar. Ms. Salazar, are you present?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, please turn your camera on. Thank you. All right, what is the announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, PTD has been approved and sent the paperwork, but I understand that one page of it was not signed, and I tried to send it again. I don't know if Mr. Lozano, that was sent this morning, if Mr. Lozano's been able to receive that. I don't know if we're ready to put it on the program, but I think we may need to get reset for at least a week so that Mr. Lozano can get the completed paperwork.
Okay, Mr. Lozano?
Your Honor, the paperwork has been e-filed.
It was
could we
page
set it
16.
for an in-person?
I'm sorry?
Could we set it for an in-person, Your Honor?
Yes, so she's ready for placement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So since she's ready for placement, so we'll go ahead and do it on May the 19th at 1:30.
At 1:30?
Yes, and that'll be in person.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, anything else?
Well, I'm looking at my calendar. Does the court have anything before that? Maybe on the 18th, Your Honor?
I can do it on the 12th. You want to do it this Thursday?
Yeah, that's fine, Your Honor. Yes.
Okay, we'll do it this Thursday, May the 12th at 1:30. All right, so Ms. Salazar, May the 12th at 1:30, and your attorney will tell you where to go. We'll be, is it this week, Ms. Rivera, that we have to change courtrooms? I can't recall.
Sorry, Judge, I couldn't unmute myself. Yes, Judge, we will be in court number 5 this week at 1:30.
Okay, so on Thursday, we'll be in court 5.
Gracias.
Ay, dispense. ¿Usted habla español?
Sí.
Okay, Ms. Castañeda, Can you please let her know to be Thursday, May the 12th at 1:30? She can report to County Court 5.
Ms. Salazar, su próxima corte es este jueves, el día 12 a la 1:30 y vamos a estar en la corte número 5 en persona.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Okay. Anything else, sir?
No, Your Honor, that's all. May we be excused?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Mr. Fonseca, what do you have, sir?
Good morning, Your Honor. I have number 41 on the court's criminal docket. Hector Guerra. He is not present, Your Honor.
Okay.
That actually is my fault, Judge. He is a little bit older and he's not very tech savvy. And at this moment, I'm in the process of switching offices, so I'm unable to accommodate him by getting him online in our offices, which we would normally do. So I'm asking for a short reset, Judge, either in person or I should have my office back up and running within the next 30 days or so.
Actually,
Okay.
Your Honor, Eric Schreiber on behalf of the state. This is one of my check cases. We found out yesterday in preparing the case for today's hearing that Mr. Guerra has actually passed away.
Oh.
So
no.
we've actually submitted a dismissal. We filed the dismissal this morning.
Okay.
So I apologize, Mr. Fonseca.
I didn't.
have a chance to let you
No,
know.
I didn't know that.
We didn't either. It was in Odyssey, actually, is how we found out.
Okay. All right. Well then, do you have any other case, Mr. Fonseca?
I do not, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Then, if nothing further, then, you should be receiving the dismissal soon.
Very well, Your Honor. Thank you very
Okay,
much.
thank you. All right, Ms. Gonzalez?
I'm here, Judge. Good morning.
Okay, good morning. What number?
Oh, that's a great question. Hold on. Sorry, I just got logged out. I just realized that for inactivity. I have Gerardo Ochoa, Judge. Let me get you that number real quick.
Number 57, Your Honor.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm still loading on my end. Judge, Mr. Ochoa is a PTD candidate. He was also offered a 1-year deferred. He has declined both of those options. And at this time, we're requesting a jury trial setting, Judge.
Okay, CR 20-01972-I, Gerardo Ochoa. Mr. Ochoa, are you present?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you're requesting a jury trial. Go ahead and file your order setting jury trial.
Okay.
And we'll go ahead and get that set for you administratively.
Setting jury trial.
Okay, and I'll set a tickler for May the 27th.
Perfect, Judge. We'll get that filed this afternoon. I believe that's all I have before this court today. May I be excused?
Yes, you and your client are excused.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
Thank you, likewise. Mr. Almanza, what do you have, sir? Mr. Almanza, what do you have, sir?
I apologize, Your Honor. I'm in two courts at once. Your Honor, I have number 16 on the court's docket. Jose Roberto Boteo, CR-21-04-549-I.
Okay. Jose Boteo. Mr. Boteo, are you present? Jose Boteo, are you present?
My office just
Hello?
told him, Your Honor, to confirm that there he is.
Yes, sir. Okay, there he is. All right, what's your announcement, counselor?
Yes, sir. Two things on this case, Your Honor. There is a felony.
I'm sorry, Mr. Almanza, you need to either get closer to your computer or raise the volume because I can't hear you.
Your Honor.
Much better. Go ahead.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. On this case, Your Honor, there is a felony pending in intake regarding the CR 21-04549-I that we're dealing with today. So we're asking for a short reset on that one, Your Honor, to allow, or a reset to allow felony to process that. There is a companion case on this one that is pending dismissal, Your Honor. He's just pending the anger management course, and the companion case will be dismissed on that one, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, any additional announcements?
No, Your Honor, that is correct. And the case that he is referencing is CR 18-02900I. assault causing bodily injury.
Okay, and how long is it gonna take him to get that class done?
Your Honor, we're just asking for a short reset to get that class done, Your Honor, whatever the next reset date is available, Your Honor.
I think that class, is it 8 weeks?
No, Your Honor.
Or 8 hours, or I don't remember.
12 hours, Your Honor.
12 hours, okay. All right, so Mr. Boteo, that's only a 12-hour course and it's done online, so I need you to get on that as soon as possible. And
Okay,
then,
ma'am, I will.
and then I'm gonna give him only till May the 27th to get that done. So I'm gonna set a tickler to see if by May 27th that dismissal is submitted. So he needs to give it to Mr. Lozano earlier than that, so Mr. Lozano can process the dismissal. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor. And I'll file the certificate of completion. I'll file it and send it to Mr. Lozano as well, Your Honor.
Okay, as far as the felony at intake, well, we obviously don't know when that'll be. So I'm gonna set him for August the 2nd at 9:30, and we'll see if it's been assigned by then.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, anything else?
No, Your Honor, I have no further matter with this court. May I be excused and my client be excused?
Yes, you both are excused. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, Judge Reyna, what do you have?
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm here on number 67 on your docket.
Yes, good morning, sir. CR 21-07-694-I, is it Christina Rangel?
No, Judge. This is Daniel Carrizales Renteria, CR 16-115-85-I.
66, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, and is Mr. Renteria present?
He is. I've seen him on the screen, Judge.
Okay, Daniel Renteria, can you please announce yourself? Daniel Renteria? I don't have anybody on by that name, sir. Oh, yes, I do. He is not connected to audio,
Okay.
but that's fine. Go ahead.
Judge, this is an administrative matter. It's a case where he has been on a machine for about 5 years. That particular company is now going out of business, and they have told him that he needs to find another provider. And it's going to take, they're shutting down like today, and we'll be back. And then he's found another provider, but they won't be back up till like next Wednesday. I believe your probation officer is aware of this, Judge.
Okay, Ms. Soto, can you go ahead and give the announcement?
Yes, Judge, that is correct. Safeguard Solutions will no longer offer the interlock service, Judge. So they need to remove all devices by tomorrow, May the 11th. I did review his report, Judge. He has had the device since October the 4th of 2017. He hasn't had any violations, Judge, so he does need to switch vendors.
Okay, so Mr. Dana, are you going to, I mean, since this is the time, it's to switch the vendors or whatever, is your client asking for removal of the requirement to have the device? He
Yes,
has
Your
had
Honor.
it for over 4.5 years.
Yes, Your Honor, there have been no incidents, Judge, and he's complied. And I would ask the court to order the removal of the device.
Okay, so at this, I'll go ahead and allow the state to make any announcement they have to their oral request or oral motion to remove Mr. Renteria from the device.
Yes, Your Honor, the state would be opposed. This is a DWI second, Your Honor.
Okay, so this is a DWI second, however, it is prior to the statute. Mr. Renteria has already been on the device for more than 4.5 years. The purpose of that requirement on bond is just for the court to be able to keep an eye as to whether or not they are complying with their bond conditions. I think this has far exceeded the purpose of the statute even prior to the the new statute being in place. And at this time, the court is granting Mr. Renteria's oral motion to remove him from the device, so he will not be required to switch to the mobile device at all. So we will have an order to that effect so that Mr. Renteria no longer has to be on either a mobile device nor an interlock device.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, and then are you setting this up for a motion to suppress, or do you know yet what you want to do?
We're going to file a motion requesting a trial setting, Judge.
Okay, go ahead and get an order setting jury trial on file, and we'll give you those dates administratively.
Thank you, Judge. That's all
Okay,
that I have, Your Honor.
all right, we're gonna set a tickler for that for May the 27th.
All right, Judge.
Okay, if
Thank you.
nothing further, you and your client are excused.
Thank you, Judge. It's good to see you, Your Honor.
Thank you, likewise. Okay, give me one moment. Okay, Mr. Jalili, what do you have, sir?
Good morning, Your Honor. Here on number 36 and 37 on the court docket, State of Texas versus Miguel Angel Gonzalez.
Okay, that is CR 21-11323-I, CR 21-10122-I. Miguel Angel Gonzalez. Is Mr. Gonzalez present?
He should be.
Miguel Angel Gonzalez. Do you see him anywhere?
I believe he was logged in under Miguel's iPhone. I did see him earlier. I'm not sure. if he's
Okay,
there.
let me see. Is he Spanish speaking or English speaking?
No, English speaking.
Miguel, is that you on Miguel's iPhone? Miguel Gonzalez?
If we can recall the case, Your Honor, I can make
Well,
contact.
is that Miguel's iPhone? Is that your client?
No, I don't believe that's him.
What is your last name, Miguel?
Perez.
Okay, all right. It's not you. We're looking for a Gonzalez. Thank you. I'll call you shortly. Okay, I don't have anybody on that, by
Yes,
that
Your
name on.
If we can recall the case, I'll make contact with Mr. Gonzalez to log on.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, Mr. Rodriguez, what do you have?
Good morning, Your Honor. I have number 72, which is Alberto Pulido Rodriguez, in Spanish speaker, Your Honor, and I saw him on.
Okay. CR 21-09871-I, Ms. Castaneda, can you see, call out that name and ask him to turn on his camera or identify himself?
Alberto Pulido Rodríguez, por favor, se anuncia. Alberto Rodríguez.
Okay, do you see him anywhere, Mr. Rodriguez?
Earlier, he was on screen 3. I see him right there, Alberto Rodriguez, but he doesn't have his
audio on.
His audio. It looks like he's muted. If we can.
Let me see.
Presente, Alberto Rodríguez.
There he is.
Okay, all right, Miss, go ahead. Go ahead and make your announcement.
Your Honor,
That's
on this case, I believe the state has reached an agreement. My client we're set for status today. The wife has filed an ANP. They are living together. And I understand, I spoke with Amy yesterday from the prosecutor's office, and we submitted the hours requirement that he needed to attend a class. He completed the 12 hours required. I'm looking for Amy from the state.
Yes, Ms. Bayona's on.
Yes. That is correct, Your Honor. We received all the documents from Mr. Rodriguez's office, and we do have an AMP on file. And at this time, the state's moving to dismiss, Judge.
Okay, that'll be granted. Is it necessary for the victim testimony, or are you moving without it?
We're moving without it, Judge.
All right. Okay, so then that'll be done administratively, Mr. Rodriguez.
Okay.
Okay, Ms. Castaneda, please let Mr. Rodriguez know that the state is moving to dismiss his case because all the proper documentation has already been submitted.
Okay, Mr. Rodríguez, el Estado va a terminar su caso porque todos los documentos ya han estado completos.
Ok, muchas gracias. Muchas gracias. Ok.
Okay, tell him to have a good day and he's excused.
Que tenga buen día y ya se puede retirar.
Ok, muchas gracias, muy amables. Ok, que pasen buen día. Okay.
Nothing
Okay.
further, Your Honor. May I be excused also?
Yes, you may.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. I'm sorry. Yes, Ms. Bayona also.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Mora, I'm going to go ahead and call up your case because your client has struggled with staying awake the entire time. So I need him off my screen already. So I'm going to go ahead and call your case. It's number 76 through number 79, CR 1911612-I, CR 1911229-I, CR 20-08586-I, CR 20-08587-I, State of Texas versus Jorge Luis Salazar. And I know he's present, so go ahead and tell me what's your status on these cases.
Judge, we have a case it's a divorce protective order out of the 430 is set for 531, and felony cases out of the 370 and set for 620.
Okay. So you want to take care of those first then?
Yes, Judge, please.
Okay, then we'll go ahead and have him come back on August the 2nd at 9:30, sir. That'll be via Zoom at this time.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, you're welcome, sir. Anything else? Any
No,
other
ma'am.
case?
No, ma'am.
Okay, then you and your client are excused.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Chapa?
Good morning, Judge. I have two cases this morning. The first is number 66 on the court's criminal docket.
67? I don't know, maybe you have a different docket than I do, but I have you on CR 21-07694-I, Cristina, Cristina Rangel.
That's the one, Judge. She's present on the screen.
Okay, Ms. Rangel?
Oh, I'm here, ma'am.
Okay, please turn your camera on.
Let me see, because I'm having problems with it.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Chapa, while she's getting that figured out. What is your announcement?
Judge, we made an agreement with the state some time back. And part of that was a theft course and a drug test. I've gotten that in my possession now. I need to get that to the state and see where we're going to go from there.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, any additional announcements?
Yes, Your Honor, we're also requesting the life skills class, and that'll complete the ADR.
Okay, and what's the term on the life skills class? Like, how long does that take? Is that online?
It's online, Your Honor.
Okay,
Judge, if I may, Judge, it's just a
Is
one day.
the
class.
camera on?
yes, go, that's okay, Ms. Rangel. Ms. Soto, go ahead.
It's a one day class. Judge. The class can be completed in one day.
Okay, so then it's a one-day class, and it's online. So you're just lacking that class, Ms. Rangel, a life skills class online. Your attorney will give you the information for that, and then get that in as soon as possible. And then what, is it going to be administrative, Mr. Lozano?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So I'm going to give you I'm going to set a tickler for May the 27th to make sure that the dismissal's been done. So you need to get it done before that date, okay?
Okay, yes, ma'am.
Okay, anything else on Ms. Rangel, Mr. Chapa?
Nothing further, Judge. I just have that one other case.
Okay, Ms. Rangel, then we'll, good luck to you, and hopefully you get that done as soon as possible so you can put this behind you.
Oh, no, yes, ma'am, I will.
Okay, all right. Have a good day, ma'am. You're excused.
You too, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, CR 21-09763-I, Leonardo Rivera. Is Mr. Rivera present?
I'm here.
Okay, thank you. And go ahead, Mr. Chapa.
Judge, there's a felony pending at intake on this case. I don't believe it's come in just yet. So we're asking for a continuance.
All right, Mr. Lozano, what are you showing?
Yes, Your Honor, that is correct. There is a felony evading arrest with a vehicle at intake.
Okay. He can come back on August the 16th at 9:30.
Is that Zoom or in person, Judge?
At this time, it's via Zoom.
Very well, Judge.
Okay, anything else?
Nothing further, Your Honor. May my client be excused?
Yes, you may. Thank you. Have a good day.
Likewise.
All right, Ms. Regalado, what do you have?
Good morning, Your Honor. I have several cases on the court's docket. The first is Santiago Signs, and his case numbers begin at 73 through 75.
Okay, CR 21-03614-I, CR 21-03612-I, and CR 21-03613-I. Santiago Signs, is Mr. Signs present?
Your Honor, I don't believe he's present. We have been trying to get into contact with him for several weeks. And so I don't believe he's present this morning, Judge.
Okay. All right, then he has until the end of the docket. If not, we'll take a nice sign.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, your next case?
Your Honor, the next one is going to be number 45, Graciela Iglesias.
All right, CR 21-08384-I, Graciela Iglesias. Is Miss Iglesias present?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay, go ahead. And what is the announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, Ms. Iglesias qualifies for pretrial diversion, and that's what we've been working towards. The only thing pending is car insurance to be submitted. So I'm asking respectfully for one more reset so that we can try to get that done.
Okay. How long have I already given her to get that auto insurance?
Judge, looking at my history, I think we've had one setting besides arraignment. So this is our third time before the court.
Okay, and that other setting was on what date?
It was March the 8th.
Okay. So what's holding her back? Like, is she unable to, is it financial? Is it?
Judge, my understanding is that she was trying to get her vehicle insured, but then that vehicle broke down since March. And so she is looking to purchase a new one. But I think it's a combination of availability as well as financial.
Okay, and is Miss Iglesias English speaking or Spanish speaking?
Spanish, por favor.
Okay, Miss Castañeda, ask her what her status is with respect to the vehicle. Is she purchasing one or is she insuring one that is already in her possession?
Miss Iglesias, ¿en qué estado estamos ahorita va a comprar carro usted o vamos a asegurar un carro que ya tiene en su posición?
No tengo ahorita en mi posición, tengo un carro que estoy reparando.
I have a car that I'm repairing.
Okay, what other alternatives would she have, Mr. Lozano? Because if I wait for her to get a car or buy a car, repair a car, I mean, we're gonna, that is an unrealistic timeline for me to set a deadline on. So there has to be other options when the person doesn't have a vehicle. What do you have that? Isn't there some insurance for non-drivers?
Not that I'm aware of, Judge. I'll go ahead and staff this case with Ms. Melissa Lozano.
There was something that somebody else got on one of the other cases. They were able to secure an insurance binder, but they didn't have a vehicle. Because, I mean, no one is required to have a vehicle or own a vehicle. So there has to be an alternative that your office would be offering. So I would suggest, Ms. Regalado, just get with Mr. Lozano, because I can't force her to repair a car if she doesn't have the means to do it. I can't force her to purchase a car if she doesn't have the means to do it so that she can get it insured. And I can't keep dragging her on my docket until she can. So we need to come up with another solution. And I don't think personally it's just to deny a person to be on PTD if they don't have a vehicle. But that's just my opinion. So if you can staff it with Mr. Lozano and Miss Melissa Lozano, that way you all can come up with a solution that fits the situation. But I'll give you some time to do that. because I don't have a setting anyway till August the 16th. So and that'll be at 9:30. If for some reason you get it all worked out before then, please get her application in because they are overwhelmed with PTD applications right now.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Castaneda, let her know that her attorney's going to have a meeting to see what other alternatives she has, and they will contact her as soon as she has an answer.
Ms. Iglesias, su abogada va a tener una junta para ver qué otros alternativos hay para su caso y ella le va a dar una respuesta.
Okay.
Okay.
Let her know she's excused and she'll return on August 16th.
Su próxima corte es el 16 de agosto a las 9:30 de la mañana y ya se puede retirar.
Gracias. And Your Honor, that hearing will be in person, correct?
No, at this time it's via Zoom.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
I believe that concludes my business before this honorable court, Judge. May we be excused?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Mr. Munoz, what do you have? Jorge Munoz, sorry.
Good
I
morning.
have also Judge Jerry. Okay, go ahead.
Judge, I have number 71 on the court's docket, Pedro Rocha. I believe he's present on Zoom, Judge.
CR 21-11560-I, Pedro Rocha Jr. Mr. Rocha, are you present?
Present.
Okay, go ahead, counselor.
Judge, this is a case that was going to be a suppression, but it turns out it's going to be a pretrial diversion. Mr. Rocha will be by my office today to fill out all the paperwork. So we're asking for one additional setting.
Okay. Is Mr. Rocha on a device?
I don't know, Judge. This is a Class B, Judge. I don't know if one was required. I don't know if he has one, Judge.
Okay.
I don't have the judge of one.
All right. Okay, that's fine. So what we'll do is I'm going to go ahead and give you that August 16th setting, but he needs to get it in way before then, because if he's ready for placement, we can change him, or perhaps at that time, just try to get it in as soon as possible so that he can go ahead and be under review.
Yes, Judge. That's the only case I have this morning, Judge.
Wow. Okay. Usually you have a list.
I know, Judge, but.
Okay, well then you and your client have a good day.
Thank you. You too, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Cavazos, what do you have, sir?
Good morning, Your Honor. Jaime Costas here, number 40 on your criminal docket, Anthony Guaran.
Okay. That's CR 21-14262-I, Anthony Guaran, Guaran. Anthony, are you present? Anthony Guaran?
I lost communication with him, so I don't know if he was going to show up this morning.
Okay, it doesn't look like it, but do you have an announcement on it?
Yeah,
Oh, you
he was
lost
supposed to-
communication.
Yeah, he was supposed to take a class, and we communicated with him the information, and he hasn't returned any type of certificate, and I have not heard from him.
Okay, well, he has until the end of the docket to come on, and if he doesn't get on, then we'll go ahead and have to take a nice sign.
Okay, Judge, that's all I have. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Okay, Ms. Barreto, what do you have?
Good morning, Judge. I believe it's number 35 on the court's criminal docket, Angel Yahid Gonzalez.
Okay, yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Okay. Judge, I'm just asking for a short reset so he can complete the ADR. He's just missing one more thing, and then the state should be doing an administrative dismissal, Judge.
Okay, that's on CR 21-03-458-I, Angel Gonzalez, Gonzalez, Angel Gonzalez. Are you present?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and so what is it that he's missing, Ms. Barreto?
It's a defensive driving course online, Judge. He completed the life skills and he did the drug test, Judge. This is just the last certificate that he needs.
Okay, how much time do you need to take that course, Mr. Gonzalez? Are you enrolled yet?
Yes, ma'am. I'm like halfway through it already.
Okay.
We just need like a week, Judge, or 2 weeks.
Okay, well, since this is going to be done administratively, Mr. Lozano?
Yes, Your Honor, that is correct.
Okay, then I'll go ahead and set a tickler for May the 27th. So he has to get everything in before then so that Mr. Lozano can file the dismissal by May 27th.
May 27th.
And that's just for me. He doesn't have to, you all don't have to show up anymore in this case.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay,
That's all we have. That's all I have before this honorable court, Judge. May we both be excused?
yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, y'all have a good day. Okay, Judge Munoz, what do you have, sir?
Good morning, Your Honor. I've got number 85 on your docket, CR 21-11596, Rick Vega. Your Honor, the last time we were here, we had reported that we had submitted all our paperwork and I hadn't heard anything. I've checked my emails and my notices and I haven't received any notice on our applications.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, do you have any updates on that?
Yes, Your Honor, the application was incomplete. We're missing the waiver of speedy trial, waiver of expunction, 3914 discovery request, DPS eligibility form. And that was requested back in January.
No, the last time we were here, I showed you proof I had submitted all those documents. But that was the same announcement as last time. And I had looked up the documents on my email.
I don't have anything, Mr. Munoz. That's the last request that we had made.
Okay, well, if he has a packet that is complete and has been submitted, then I don't know.
Your Honor, can I have a quick reset so that I can get a hold of, make personal contact with the Assistant District Attorney and maybe we can work this out?
Yes. How quickly do you want it?
At the court's convenience, Your Judge.
Okay, well, the application, because it's barely going to be under review, right? Once you get it all straightened out, right?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, so then I'm going to just set him for August because hopefully it'll all be under review and be, you know, a decision will be rendered and then we can get him placed.
I understand, Your Honor.
Okay, because it's taking an average about 3 months
No
to
problem.
get reviewed. So I'll go ahead and set him for August the 2nd at 9:30. And if he's ready before then, just let us know and we'll set him up to get placed.
Great, Judge. Thank you so much.
Okay, and I did see that Mr. Vega is present, so let the record reflect that he is present.
I appreciate the court's attention and I'll get with the court as soon as possible, Judge. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Mr. McPherson, what do you have, sir?
Judge, I have numbers 9, 10, and 11 on your docket.
Okay, and do you also have number 8?
If it's the same person,
Yes, sir, it is, but I'm not sure if we've already appointed you on that case. Ms. Rivera, can you check on that, number 8?
Judge, he hasn't been appointed, but we can appoint him, Your Honor.
Okay, let me give you the case number, Mr. McPherson. It's CR 22-02662-I, and it's possession of marijuana of less than 2 ounces, a Class B misdemeanor.
thank you, Judge. The problem is.
Go ahead.
I've reached out to my client and I've lost contact with him. He's already been nassed in felony court. I did have contact with him about a month and a half ago, but since that time, he's not responding to letters or telephone calls.
Okay. Well, there's only so much that you can do. So we'll go ahead and just call his name out at the end of the docket. And if he doesn't come out, you know, we'll have to NICE-I him here. But on that new case number that I gave you, we haven't arraigned him yet. So if you happen to find him, you can go ahead and submit a waiver of arraignment. And if you do find him, just have him present himself at the court and I'll set aside the NICE-I.
I'll do that.
Okay, so if nothing further, anything else, sir?
That's all I have. Could I be excused?
You certainly may, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Osuna, what do you have?
Good morning, Your Honor. Jose Osuna for the record. We have State of Texas versus Jorge Hernandez. Mr. Hernandez is present. He's number 44. That's CR 21-06041I. He's under REVVL4. Señor Hernandez, ¿se puede prender el micrófono, por favor, y presentarse?
Okay, Ms. Castañeda, can you please ask him to see if he can unmute himself?
Jorge Rojas Hernández, por favor, prende su micrófono y se anuncia.
Toca la pantalla, señor, y luego píquele el micrófono.
It's okay. I see him on and you've identified him. What is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, we renegotiated to an ADR in order to avoid trial. My client is very eager to take that deal because he's very concerned with this.
Oh, Mr. Osuna, you're on mute. Mr. Osuna. Mr. Osuna, you're on mute. Whoa.
I apologize. I was on mute the entire time, right?
Yes, you don't, I was trying to stop you so you wouldn't waste your good announcement, but go ahead. You have to repeat it.
Yes, Your Honor. We renegotiated the plea bargain on this case from trial, I guess, to ADR. My client's very eager to take that because he has immigration issues. They've offered us a pretty modest plea bargain. We do have a tentative appointment for Mr. Hernandez to come down in order to get the urinalysis done, pick up the place where he does the classes, and fill out a sworn affidavit. And that appointment is scheduled for this Friday. So we would just humbly ask for some time, Your Honor, in order to complete those requirements.
Okay, so how much time would that process take?
I believe that if the court gives us 45 days, Your Honor, that we would be ripe for an administrative dismissal before that time. I think the biggest challenge is going to be the defensive driving class, which my understanding costs about $100, and my client has modest resources, but he's also very eager to put this behind him because of his immigration status.
Time out. Defensive driving class? You all are asking him to do that, Mr. Lozano?
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct.
Okay. I don't see why that, to me, doesn't align with the offense.
Your Honor, this is a traffic stop. This is an ADR. The state is offering dismissal. We are asking for the defensive driving class.
Okay, and is that to my discretion, or you all will not give the ADR unless he takes the driving class?
Your Honor, we will not give the ADR unless he takes the state's discretion.
Well, I disagree with it. So how do I go about voicing my opinion? Because, I mean, I know it's a traffic stop, but it's failure to identify or give false or fictitious information. In other words, he gave the wrong name. To qualify for that, all he has to do is give, one name wrong or something that doesn't come exactly like his license, or I mean, he has immigration issues. I mean, there's a lot of things as to how he would come up with that offense. So I just don't see how taking a defensive driving course, does he even have a driver's license?
No, Your Honor.
Okay.
I know that. Yes.
So, I mean, he doesn't have, this could have easily just been a citation for driving without a license, a valid license. So he doesn't have a driver's license. And I just don't understand why it has to have a defensive driving course attached to it. And then it's going to be longer because he has to pay for that. He probably can't even, is he even employed?
He's right now, Your Honor, he's doing odd jobs. Part of the requirement was that we provide proof of employment. So because he's not employed, what I was going to do is have him fill out a sworn affidavit indicating that he's doing odd jobs to support himself.
Okay. Let's be real here. His immigration status, I'm sure, is preventing him from having a job, like a full-time job, okay? And a job that he can report. And so that also prevents him from having a driver's license. That also makes him have minimal resources as well, financial resources. And we all know that a person cannot be punished for having minimal financial resources, because that is not in line with the Constitution. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I know that I'm right. So what can we do here? I want you all to staff this case. And if need be, I will be included in the staffing because I want to be able to express that. But I'm sure that after you all hearing that, Mr. Lozano can say what I said, but I just don't see the need in him taking a defensive driving course. I don't. I understand it's your policy, but is it a written policy? Is it and I'm not meaning to put you on the spot, Mr. Lozano. I understand that that's the instructions that you've been given by your department, but I'm sorry, I just don't see it. I don't see how that makes any sense at all. So please staff it. And if need be, I can go ahead and be in that staffing, or I can talk to Ms. Lozano myself, or until I'm told that there's absolutely no way the DA's office will do that. I'm not going to make him spend the money on that unless that's what the decision is. And I'm not going to stop him or prevent him from being able to take this deal. Okay. But and I'll give him the necessary time if it's absolutely necessary. But at this point, I just don't think that that's necessary. But okay, why don't we do this? Let's have you all go ahead and stop it. And we'll come back on June. The earliest I have is June the 28th. I think I have 4 slots left at 9:30. Now, if you all have any news for me before that date, let me know.
Yes, sure.
Okay. Ms. Castañeda, just let Mr. Hernandez know that his attorney will get with him to explain what's the next step.
Señor Hernández, su abogado se va a contactar con usted para decirle qué es el paso siguiente.
Okay.
Yes, sure.
Anything else?
Nothing further, Your Honor. May we be excused, please?
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. So, Mr. Bustos, what do you have?
Good morning, Judge. I got number 70 on the criminal docket, Texas versus Kier Tyreek Roberts.
Okay.
Judge, this case is going to be a little more difficult.
Hold on. Let me ask you. So on CR 20-06637-I, she also has possession of marijuana of less than 2 ounces, a Class B misdemeanor. Were you retained on this, or were you appointed?
No, I was appointed, Judge.
Okay. So on that one, are you also appointed on that case?
Yes, Judge, on both of them, yes.
Okay, for some reason, they don't have you on here yet. If you can just file a note. Oh, no, you can't. Let me make sure that they've processed the appointment on this.
Very well, Judge.
Okay. And she also has CR 20-06638-I. Kiar, Kiar Roberts.
Yes, Judge.
Okay, go ahead.
Judge, Mr. Roberts, Judge, given the fact that he does qualify for most of the ADR options that the state can offer, Judge, given the fact that he's not lived here makes it difficult to put him on any of these programs. We anticipate that we could at least arrange some type of AR with the state of Texas. I think that just the fact that he doesn't live here makes it more difficult, Judge. So I'd ask the court if they could at least give us a status hearing in 2 weeks. Maybe the state can, he has no other prior criminal history, Judge. Maybe we could work something out in the POM, take some course, some classes, drug classroom. He was gainfully employed, Judge. He was let go from his job because of this charge, and we believe that we can get him back on track, Judge, if there's some type of ADR outside the normal scope that the state usually offers, Judge, given the fact there's no criminal history, Judge.
Okay, so, I'm sorry, so he's going to, let's say that he lived here, okay? So what are you saying, that he was going to apply
Judge,
for ADR or do the PTD POM?
He would have clearly applied. He would clearly be a candidate for either PTD, regular PTD, or PTD POM, Judge. But the fact that he doesn't live here disqualifies him from that, Judge, because that type of program will not be able to be transferable to the other probation department that he would have to report to, since he doesn't live here in this county.
But if I've allowed people that have not been living here to report by mail or by phone.
If it's by mail, Judge, then we have no issue. I can certainly finish up the application and we can do it by mail.
Mr. Lozano, is there a new requirement for only living in Hidalgo County?
No, Your Honor, there is no requirement that he needs to live in Hidalgo County.
Okay.
Then we can do PTD, Judge. We'll submit the application, Judge. Is the PTD still 3 months, Judge, I believe, the 90 days for the PTD POM?
60.
60 days. All right, Judge, if I could, if the state, Mr. Long, would you be inclined to dismiss the interference with the call and lead to the PTD POM?
He'll take it under advisement, it looks like.
Very
So
well,
this
Judge.
is-
I'll go ahead and
This is
submit
what
the
we'll do.
application
I'm gonna go ahead and give Mr. Roberts an opportunity to fill out the application for the PTD program, okay? If he is approved, he needs to get it in as soon as possible. If he's approved, then we'll go ahead and place him. For what I am doing for out-of-town defendants for placement is I'm allowing that to be done via Zoom. And then
Very well, Judge.
he will end up reporting by mail or by phone. And then he's not gonna be denied any of those same type of programs that would be offered to anyone that lives in the county. So just, Mr. Roberts, get with your attorney, get all of that done as soon as possible. The UA that is required, the district attorney's office will give you something and he will have to go to an approved lab in his area.
No problem, Judge.
Okay, but there's somebody, because it's a national chain that's out there.
No problem, Judge.
Okay, so I need that done as soon as possible. And I'll give you the August 2nd setting at 9:30 for status. But if he has everything done before then and he's ready for placement, let us know and I'll set him up earlier.
I appreciate that, Judge. Thank you. Maybe excuse, Your Honor?
Yes, you and your client are excused, sir. Thank you. All right, Mr. Jalili, did you contact your client?
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Gonzalez is now online. If we can recall number 36 and number 37, State of Texas versus Miguel Angel Gonzalez.
Yes, CR 21-11323-I, CR 21-10122-I, Miguel Angel Gonzalez. Mr. Gonzalez, are you present?
Yes, I'm here present. Yes, hello.
Okay,
Hello?
can you turn your camera on? Okay, there, is that your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, go ahead, counselor. What is your announcement?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Your Honor, Mr. Gonzalez is in the process of completing the prerequisite driving education course so that he may apply for a driver's license. He is PTD eligible, so we are just needing him to obtain a driver's license so that we can submit the PTD application.
Okay, so has he ever had a driver's license before, or is he getting one for the first time?
He is applying for the first time, Your Honor.
Okay, and has he, does he have an appointment yet? Do you know?
He's required to take a 6-hour driver education course prior to being scheduled for the appointment, and that's what he's working on at this time.
Okay, Mr. Gonzalez, when are you completing your course?
The max I can do like in a week and a half, because I do have work like these 3 days straight. But it's like a 5-hour class. I have 5 hours left, so I can probably do it like two hours a day, the max.
Well, I'm not
but
gonna
if
give you
can give me like
forever.
in a week,
So I'm not gonna give you forever, so
like
you need
probably
to get,
a week or 4 days.
okay, hold on. I understand that they work and all this stuff, but I mean, this is something that they need to do to keep it going, you know what I mean? So he needs to get that course done within the next 14 days.
I'll make sure
And then-
Mr. Gonzalez completes that course. within
Okay,
that
because
timeframe.
those appointments at the DPS are taking 6 to 8 weeks. So, the faster he gets that done, so he's not even gonna probably be set to take that I mean, let's say he gets it done, but within the next 2 weeks. So he has it done. I'm gonna tell him that he needs to have it done by May 27th. He probably won't even get an appointment till sometime in July. So I'm gonna have him come back on August the 16th at 9:30. And if possible, hopefully he has all the prerequisites done, everything's ready, and he can go ahead and get his PTD packet in. He has his hand raised, Mr. Jalili. I don't know if you want to let him talk.
No, I believe he raised it just to confirm he was present.
No, he had his hand physically raised.
Oh, I did not see that.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I was just.
Mr. Gonzalez,
that
I'll
14 days.
explain. I'll explain everything to you once we're finished with court here.
Okay, anything else, Mr. Jalili?
No, Your Honor, that is all I have before the honorable court this morning.
Thank you. You have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor, likewise.
Okay, you and your client are excused. Ms. Cedillo, what do you have?
Hi, Judge. Good morning. I have number 42 and 43 on the court's docket. I don't believe that my client is on.
Okay, CR 20-08-626-I, CR 21-09-428-I, Juan Manuel Guerrero. Is Mr. Guerrero present?
Your Honor, Mr. Guerrero has a pending felony. He's been present at all prior hearings, but I don't see him today, and we've not been able to get a hold of him, Judge.
Okay, then, I mean, we'll give him until the end of the docket. But,
Yes, Your Honor.
you know, I'm sure he won't get on, but either way, so he'll have a nice sign.
Understood, Your Honor. Does the court want me to wait or?
No.
No.
No,
Okay.
I mean, if you end up getting a hold of him and, you know, send him to the office and have him show his ID so that the NICI can be recalled.
Yes, Your Honor, and we're gonna keep reaching him because, like I said, he does have that pending felony. So we'll keep working on getting a hold of him, Judge.
Okay, anything else?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, Judge. You too. Bye-bye.
Okay, Mr. Maldonado, Attorney Santos Maldonado. Okay, Attorney Juan Alvarez, Mr. Alvarez?
Yes, Your Honor. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
No, you have to put one. I logged out. Hello, Judge.
Good morning, sir. What number?
Your Honor, let me see.
Okay, I got it. 33
Thank you, Judge.
And 34 CR 18-16141-I and CR 21-10996-I. Janet JANETH Garcia. Is Ms. Garcia present?
She
Okay,
should
thank
be
you.
there, Your Honor.
She is. And what is your announcement, counselor?
Your Honor, she has a felony case pending in the 139th. They recommended 4 years deferred on that particular case. I'm not sure if she's gonna want to take the felony. Maybe they can, well, they won't dispose of the DWI.
Okay. Then we'll go ahead and have her come back on August the 2nd at 9:30, and you can let us know what she did at that time.
Your Honor, I'm gonna be out on the 2nd. I know that for a fact because my wife's birthday is the day before, and we usually out of town those days.
Okay,
Maybe a
August
week after?
16th? August
That'd be
16th.
perfect. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, anything else?
I do have number 63 on your docket, Miguel Perez.
Okay, Ms. Garcia, we'll see you back here on August 16th at 9:30, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. CR 1602-169-I, Miguel Angel Perez. Mr. Perez is present. Go ahead.
Yes, Your Honor. He has a theft that's before this honorable court. Let me see. We were gonna apply for pretrial diversion, Your Honor, but he doesn't qualify.
Okay, so then, are you gonna figure out an alternative? or-
Yeah, I'm gonna have to talk to him to see if he wants to take a deal, Your Honor. I do have a recommendation from the state.
Okay, what is the recommendation, Mr. Lozano?
Your Honor, the recommendation is a $100 fine, court costs 180 days, Hidalgo County Jail, probated for 6 months, a theft class, life skills. Your Honor, the state's not offering deferred because this defendant does have priors.
Okay. Okay. So I'll go ahead and give you an opportunity to discuss it with him, but
Yes, Your Honor.
I don't know how many alternatives he'll have, either this or a jury trial, so.
Right. We don't have much options, Judge.
Okay, so how much time do you need in order to
30
have
days,
him make a
Judge.
decision?
You can give me 30 days.
Okay, do you want to be set up for a status or a plea?
If the court can give us the status, it would probably be great. And I can tell the court if I work it out before then on that status, if I sign them up, we can plea them out. If not, I'll just make my announcement for a trial.
Why don't we go ahead and give you that August 16th date, since you'll already be on August 16th at 9:30. If you figure something out sooner, let us know.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Perez, get in touch with your attorney's office so he can explain what's happening. And it'll be August 16th at 9:30, sir. Okay, thank you. You're excused. Okay.
I do
you
have one
also-
other matter.
Yes, number 27, CR 20-03349-I, Jonathan Escobedo. Mr. Escobedo is present. Go ahead.
Yes, Your Honor. He was a DACA recipient and it expired. He was trying to get an occupational license so we can apply for DWI court or pretrial diversion, but since it expired, he was going to be asking for some time to see if he could get his DACA reinstated and puts him in a position to get a license, and then puts him in a position to possibly be considered for pretrial diversion. I'm not sure where he's at on the immigration status, but that's the guidance I need for my client.
Okay,
But I would hate to hurt him in any way, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Escobedo, have you already looked into having your DACA status reinstated?
Yes, I already spoke to one immigration attorney, and he said that he was gonna start the paperwork, but there's nothing guarantees, considering that this is a criminal that they take seriously, you know what I mean? But they're gonna look into it, and they will let me know.
Okay, but how much time, like, did you retain that attorney?
No, he won't. He said that he was just gonna call me back to see the process and then start more. Like, he's asking me for more paperwork, pretty much, and I don't know how long is that gonna take. So I wouldn't know. I'm gonna have to contact him again to see what he tells me, and because I mean this is taking longer, and so it's almost more than 2 years, and I would just want to get this over with and see if I can get into that program.
Okay, do me a favor, put that vape away. Put the what you have in your hand, the vape, put it away. I can't have it on camera, okay?
Oh, it's a pen.
Oh, it looked like a vape, okay. So then, so it's gonna take a while. In other words, okay, that's the only thing. It's like the DACA reinstatement is a long process, and it's tedious. And they've got to continue to submit paperwork. And Mr. Alvarez, he hasn't retained that attorney.
Right.
So that attorney right now, you know how it goes. Oh, I'm gonna look into it, and so I need something, and I need something to be done sooner than later because I can't have this.
He wants to take a deal, Judge. That's what he just said in court, but I have to just advise him of the immigration consequences if that's what he wants to do. I hate for him to do that, but I don't know what to do with this young man. I would hate to hurt him, Judge. I don't want to do that. But
Mr. Escobedo, are you working locally?
Yes.
You are working locally right now?
Yeah.
Let me see something real quick, because I understand what you're saying, but there's not that very many options that can be done. However, okay, Mr. Alvarez, are you available on May 19th at 9:30 next Thursday?
Sure.
Okay. Mr. Escobedo, actually, I have non-DWI arraignments, but I do want to talk about this case in person. So, Mr. Escobedo, are you able to get off work next Thursday in the morning?
Yes, in the morning. I can take a day off.
Okay, go ahead and come in at 10 a.m. I'm gonna set you in for a status on the 19th at 10 a.m. And we're gonna chat in person, because I think if we talk in person, it'll be easier to decide what options are available, okay?
yes, Your Honor.
Okay,
I
so
will
we're
be there in
gonna,
person.
yes, May 19th at 10 a.m. in person. Now, Mr. Escobedo, your attorney will explain to you, we should be in court 4, so he'll give you directions.
Okay.
All right, so Mr. Escobedo, you're excused until then. And Mr. Alvarez, anything else?
That concludes my business with this honorable court. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you, Judge. See you next week.
Thank you. Okay, let me go ahead and see. I had Mr. Lopez on and then he got off, so I'm assuming, and then Mr. Maldonado?
Present, Judge. Present, Your Honor.
Okay, you have CR 19-14933-I, CR 19-14934-I, CR 19-14842-I, CR 19-14932-I, CR 19-14840-I, and CR 19-14841-I. Juan Manuel Abrego Tovar. Mr. Tovar, Abrego Tovar, are you present?
Sí, aquí estoy presente.
Okay, I do see him present. Go ahead. What is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, we still have not resolved these cases. I did file a motion to reveal the confidential informant in the case. I guess probably it's best to set it for a hearing on the motion to reveal the confidential informant, and maybe that we can get some movement with the state as to how to resolve these cases. These cases just part of other cases. And like I informed the court last time, I had met with Mr. Michael Garza, and he was going to look into it to see what could be done to resolve not only this case, but the other cases. My client does have a felony also. So I'm not sure if the court just wants to give it another reset or wants to set it for a hearing on the motion to reveal confidential informant on the case.
Okay, so the felony that's pending, what is the offense?
Engaging?
I'm sorry, it cut off.
Yes, engaging in organized criminal activity.
Does he have a setting on that date? On that case, I'm sorry?
Yes, he does. It's out of the 4/30th. Give me a moment, Judge, so I can get you that date.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm searching. Give me a moment, Judge. Apologize, Judge. I can't find it in my calendar.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, are you privy to that date, sir?
No, Your Honor, I'm not.
It's June the 1st, Judge.
Okay, June the 1st, okay. Okay. All right, so then you want an opportunity to be able to, so that motion, is it already on file with the court?
It is, Your Honor.
And did you file it on each of the cases or just on one?
On each of the cases, I filed a motion to review because I believe my client's cases stem from two separate incidents.
Okay, and have you, go ahead and file an order setting hearing if you want that set.
Okay.
And then that way we can go ahead and set you for an in-person.
Perfect. Judge.
Okay, we'll go ahead and do that. I'll look for that order setting hearing and I'll just set a tickler. Will you be filing that today?
I can do that today.
Okay, then I'll set a tickler for Friday just to make sure that we've got that set. Ms. Castañeda, let Mr. Abrego Tovar know that the attorney will let him know when his in-person hearing is for motion.
Señor Tovar, su abogado se va a comunicar con usted de cuándo va a tener su próxima corte en persona.
Ok, muchas gracias.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, bye.
Okay, all right, anything else?
That's all I have. Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
Thank you, you too. Okay, let me see. Mr. Solis, what do you have, sir? Okay, Mr. Garza, what do you have, sir?
Yes, sir. Good morning, Your Honor. I have number 19, Haybar Castellano.
Okay, CR 21-14139-I. Heibar, Castellano, Heibar, Castellano, Castellano, and is Mr. Castellano present?
Yes, Your Honor, but he will need an interpreter.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead, and what is the announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, we received the dash cam videos, however, we're missing the body cam video, specifically Sergeant Ismael Garza's on this matter.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, do you have a USB that's been dropped off to you?
No, Your Honor.
If one hasn't, Your Honor, we'll make sure to submit one today.
Okay, go ahead and get that to him so that he can give you any digital evidence that is in this case.
Yes, Your Honor. And I believe we intend to file a motion to suppress the stop. I don't know if the court wants me to submit a notice in hearing with that or.
Did you file a motion to suppress already?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, when you file your motion to suppress, go ahead and file your order setting hearing.
Yes, Your Honor. And are those being heard via Zoom or in person?
In person, sir.
Yes, Your Honor. That's all I have, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Castaneda, please let him know that that his attorney will notify him of the next setting.
Señor Castellanos, su abogado se va a comunicar con usted para darle su próxima fecha.
Oh, okay, gracias.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so Mr. Garza, will you be filing the motion to suppress then?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, how much time do you need to file that, sir?
To file, well, I need 30 days, Your Honor. I mean, I'll file it this week, but.
I'll go ahead and set a tickler for May the 27th to make sure that it's been filed, because if not, then I'll lose you. I'll lose the case. Because if I don't set a tickler for that, and I'm not going to give you another status date because the next setting you're asking for is a suppression.
Understood.
So I'll
Your
set
Honor.
a tickler for the 27th to make sure it's been done.
Yes, Your Honor. Very well.
Okay, anything else?
That's all I have, Your Honor. Maybe excuse.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Solis, are you back?
Judge, I am Solis because I'm here in county.
Okay, do you know what, John Paul Chavez, correct?
Yes, Judge, I believe it's number 45.
Okay, it's number 20 CR 1903227-I. And Mr. Chavez is present. What is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, we need a little bit of time, Judge. We anticipate that he should be placed in the pretrial diversion pretty soon, Judge. Just to inform the court, originally he was denied. However, we were seeking a reconsideration, and I've been told that should happen in the next few days, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, anything to add or showing anything else?
Judge, I will tell you that at one point he was approved. However, there was an issue of orientation. That's the reason for which he was ultimately denied. We're just trying to fix that issue, Judge, which I believe that's what Mr. De La Fuente had staffed with the superiors, Mr. Daniel Gonzalez, I believe.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll go ahead and give you some time. So has it all been submitted? They're right now, you're just waiting for the reconsideration decision?
Yes, Judge. At one point, like I said, we were.
Okay, it broke up, but what we'll do is I'll give you August 16th at 9:30, and that'll be via Zoom. If you have a decision before then, and as soon as he's ready for placement, let us know and we'll get him on the docket sooner.
Thank you, and my apologies for returning.
That's okay. All right, you and your client are excused.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Dornbush, can you hear me? Okay, sir, can you unmute yourself and announce yourself? Okay, who's on Carlos's iPhone? Okay, what is your name, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Carlos Manuel Fuentes.
Number 28 and 29, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, have you had any contact with your attorney, sir? Was he appearing today?
I was texting him and texting him. I mean, they did, I think his office did send me the link for today, and he hasn't responded back to me, ma'am.
Okay, that's on CR 20-07579-I and CR 19-07017-I. Was Mr. Jimenez retained or appointed to you, sir?
He was retained by me, ma'am.
Okay. Did you also retain him on your DWI that you received in 2020?
Yes, ma'am, both of them.
Okay. Okay, I don't know. Does Mr. Fuentes still have a felony pending, Mr. Lozano?
Yes, Your Honor, he does. It's set for May 25th, 2022.
Okay. Let me go ahead and set you for June the 28th at 9:30. Please let your attorney know that he does need to be present because I need to know what he's going to be doing to defend you on this case.
Yes, ma'am, I will.
Okay. Now, Mr. Fuentes, do you have an alcohol monitoring device?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Ms. Soto, do you have a report?
Yes, Judge, he just have his mobile device with safety check and there's no violations.
Okay, Mr. Fuentes, can you give me a phone number for you, sir?
956-706-2997.
Okay, sir. All right, we'll see you then on June the 28th at 9:30.
All right, ma'am, thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you. You too, sir. Okay, Mr. Dornbush, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your
Okay.
Honor.
Can you turn, there you go. Okay, so your attorney already came on because he had other courts, but at the time you weren't on yet. So we're gonna go ahead and give you another setting so that you can have an opportunity to try to see if you're taking care of all the cases together or what it is that you're going to be doing, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So we'll have you come back on August the 2nd at 9:30,
Yes, ma'am.
okay? If you can also notify your attorney's office.
You said August 9th, ma'am?
August 2nd,
2nd. All right, August 2nd. Yes, ma'am.
okay?
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Okay, Braxton's iPhone.
Yes, ma'am. This is Braxton.
Okay, what is your last name, sir?
Braxton Leal.
Okay, sir. So your attorney also made the announcement on your behalf, but you weren't on at the time. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you the same date. August the 2nd at 9:30.
Thank you, ma'am. Sorry for the delay.
Okay, thank you. Have a good day.
You as well.
Okay, Ms. Campos, who's your attorney?
Rolando Cantu.
Okay, he must be tied up in another court because he never misses. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you an opportunity to. So is Ms. Campos still PTD eligible, Mr. Lozano? This is
Yes,
number
Your Honor.
18.
Yes, Your Honor, that is correct.
Okay, CR 1901746-I. Ashley Campos. Ms. Campos, you're eligible for a program that's called pretrial diversion. You can talk to your attorney about it to see if you're interested so that you can apply. And I need for you to apply as soon as possible.
Yeah, the only thing that I'm missing, which is set up for May 20th, is my driver's license already.
Okay.
But the thing is that I'm scheduled for May 20th, and they said that if I guess they have like a lot of people or something, so that's literally like the only thing I'm missing. So they already rescheduled me once to May 20th, I'm currently living out of state, right? So I'm gonna go because I need to go regardless. So May 20th works perfectly. The only thing is I'm scared that they'll change it or something, but that's literally the only thing I'm missing.
So you're trying to get a Texas driver's license or a license in your state?
Well, a driver's license in Texas, because I mean that's where that's where I actually live. Except right now, I do refinery work and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
So I'm out of state right now.
Okay.
But I will be going to do that there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The only thing is that the rescheduling, which I hope it won't happen, you know, again. But that's literally the only thing I need. And it's for
Okay.
May 20th.
Are you driving in or are you flying?
No, I'm not driving. I actually came with another coworker.
No, I know, but is somebody gonna drive you down or are you flying?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, where are you working right now? Which city?
Right now I'm not working. I'm trying to. I'm in Augusta, Georgia.
Okay. The only reason I'm saying is because to get your Texas driver's license, you can get it at any DPS department. So you could even do it as you're entering from Georgia and Houston and any other city if you wanted to, so that they may have earlier dates, but it's fine. You already have a date down here on May the 20th. That's fine.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is if that's the only thing that you're lacking, make sure that you get that license. Hopefully you pass and everything's good. And then you send it to your attorney and then he'll submit the packet. So I'm going to give you some time and I'll go ahead and I'll have you come back on August the 2nd. It'll be via Zoom, but before then get everything in so that application can already be under review because it's taking about 3 months.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Thank you so much.
Okay, so it'll be August the 2nd at 9:30. Do you have an alcohol monitoring device by chance?
No, I do not.
Okay. All right, then we'll go ahead and you can let your attorney's office know or we'll let them know.
Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, let's go ahead and go back and review. So I'm going to call CR 180309-I, Mario Cantu. So Mr. Lopez has asked to withdraw from that case. Is that correct, Ms. Rivera?
Yes, Judge, that is correct.
And was he appointed or retained?
Let me clarify, Your Honor. Judge, he was retained.
Oh, he was retained? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Cantu, did he get notice of today's hearing?
Judge, there is an order setting hearing signed, Your Honor, and let me see if it reflects the CC is only to Mr. Lopez, Your Honor.
Okay. Let's go ahead and let Mr. Lopez know that Mr. Cantu did not receive notice of the order setting hearing, and they need to submit an order setting hearing with Mr. Cantu's information.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Okay, I have number 8. It's the same defendant. And then I have number 42, same defendant. 40. 46, same defendant down on 48 through 48, sorry. I have number 58, which is the same defendant through 60. And then, number 64 was reset, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Number 73, same defendant through 75. And then number 81, same defendant through 82.
Judge, Ms. Tice, she was logged in for over an hour and logged out right about the same time Mr. Maldonado made his announcement.
So she was,
Yes, ma'am, she was logged in for a while.
okay, just give her August 2nd at 9:30.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I saw Mr. Orozco on and then he got off, but I don't have a Samuel Torres. He still has a nice eye out anyway, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Judge,
And what,
on number 83, I saw that we have a reset for 8/16.
okay. And 84 has been reset, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the ones that I gave you right now, Mr. Damian, you show the same?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, go ahead.
Osvaldo Arellano, Osvaldo Arellano, Osvaldo Arellano. Juan Manuel Guerrero, Juan Guerrero, Juan Guerrero. José Iracheta, José Iracheta, José Iracheta. Andrés Roberto Ortiz, Andrés Ortiz, Andrés Ortiz. Santiago Sainz, Santiago Sainz, Santiago Sainz. I believe that's all of them.
Okay, what does the state say of those no-show defendants?
Your Honor, state requested a judgment NICE be granted, a KPS issued, and all bonds forfeited for these no-show defendants.
Okay, that'll be so granted. Okay, that concludes this morning's